Hey, what's up? Look at you, Michael. Look at that display. Jeez,
I'm playing.
you're playing. Jeez, look how huge that is. It's insane, Michael. Oh, you got.
How you doing, buddy?
Oh, how'd you do that? You're a magician. You went one way, like
You
came
like
back
that?
the other way. Like,
Yeah, man. Hey,
guys, welcome
everybody.
to the Collection Wars Magic Show,
Yeah,
starring.
right. Happy Saturday, everybody.
Yeah. Happy Saturday. We got a bunch of our buddies already jumping on.
Awesome.
Michael, let's say hi to him really quick.
Yeah, please.
You got Matt on here. I know he's watching in now. I know he's at work.
Yeah.
Got Jose, McFly. What's up, Johnny? Brad, what's up, Brad? Armando, how you doing? Kai the guy. What's up, Jason? Scott, what's up, Scotty? Sean, what's up, Chris? Jason, what's up, Jason? Spicer, is that Evan? I'm assuming. What's up, Evan? Marcel, what's up, Marcel?
Hey,
Pete, what up, Big Pete?
hey, there he is.
John, what's up, John? So we got a bunch of our buddies kind of trickling in.
Yeah,
But how are you doing? How's everything, Michael? I know it's obviously been a week.
Yeah, today taking it day by day for sure.
Yeah.
And I just want to first start out by thanking everybody out there. And I've had a good day today. I'm not going to get emotional, but it's been overwhelming. I'm talking hundreds of people in our family, our Star Wars family, that have reached out. Call me if you need to talk. And I've actually made friends through this heartache. And I had a gentleman reach out. His name was Mike, and he's watches our show all the time and is a Star Wars fan and collector. And what was special about this particular one is his mom had passed away that Thursday. My mom passed away last Friday.
Mm-hmm.
So we both were dealing with, and like a lot of people that are even watching our show have lost their loved one, but to be able to, talk to somebody that's going through the same thing at the same time, the grieving process and the anger, and the happiness and what not to dwell on, which is guilt and, should I have done this or did I do this good enough? It's just talking to somebody like that was just a really, it made me, he helped me out a lot because yesterday was a really difficult day. And Mike, if you're out there and you're listening, a big thank you. But most importantly, you guys are awesome. And I want y'all all to know that I'm here, and I know Gabe is for damn sure. He's proven that with me. But you guys know that if y'all are ever, need something, want to reach out to me, please know that, right back at you guys. But yeah, this has been a tough one, but we're going to get through this,
Yeah. So, well, we're here for you, Michael. So.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
But we got some cool stuff. Man, look at that background, Michael. You got it all set up.
Yeah, it's really cool, man. I'm excited. I'm excited to kind of talk to you guys about this thing. And I have, obviously, because of obvious reasons, I haven't been able to shoot the video yet that we're going to shoot on my Starkiller 77 deal. But I shot some really good video, and we were going to share some of that little bit of Jim Krevlin, who scratch built this thing, and just kind of give you guys some sneak peeks until we release the big video that I'm going to do on this. But what goes into something like this is very rare and few and far between, and I'm so excited to have it in the collection. It's really, really cool piece. Let me get my big old rear end out of there.
I kicked myself out of the show for some reason.
But yeah, so I've been playing. So on the bottom here is the fleet ship, the M99 Return of the Jedi that Jason Eaton built. And this is the Empire Strikes Back studio scale. This is the actual scale size as the frigate that they used in the film. And again, that's a background ship, so you got to pay close attention to see that one. It's a calamari ship,
Yeah.
but it's all to scale. These are all 1 in 144. If you had to scale it down,
Man.
but yeah, it's really really cool, man.
So Michael, generally, I got a studio scales question.
Yeah.
So what are the most common scales that they use? I know 1/24th, right? That's
124. There's a bunch of scales, but one thing that's really funny, and I'm glad you brought that up because look, everybody knows I'm a big fan of studio scale,
no.
and there's a lot of people out there that they live and breathe, the details of it, and I am not that guy. So um, I'm just fortunate that I know really good artists and builders, right? But to that question, it's kind of funny because I was telling Jim, I said, so this is 1 in 144, but a lot of times, the modelers at ILM, they would get it close,
Mm-hmm.
but nothing was actually to accurate scale. You know what I mean? So we all know the TIE Fighter, if you had to scale it, it's 124 scale.
Mm-hmm.
Same with the X-Wings and excuse me, the TIE Fighter and the X1. But all these ships are different, because you never actually saw somebody walking up to the shuttle here. You just saw it in backgrounds, just like the fleet ship down there. But there's a lot of different scales, but the 1 in 124 is what everybody knows, and is used to. And
it probably depended on what they needed for the shot, right? Because they needed to make something much bigger.
That's exactly right. Yeah, sometimes they would take, just for example, like on the Star Destroyer, they would build, a huge one.
No.
They built the whole top bridge, a huge one of the bridge alone for the Star Destroyer. So yeah, just I guess depends on the shot, right?
Have you put your Star Destroyer, like when you first got it there? Did you kind of put it next to it?
Yeah,
about the same
yeah,
thing?
Yeah, but believe it or not, so the Star Destroyer will be a bigger scale because, and this is just to give you an example. Let me walk and show you. So, let me show you.
Watch out, Wampa.
Yeah, watch out for the Wampa. So, right here is the Star Destroyer, but you see the details on the Falcon and the size of the Falcon and in my hand right here.
Right. Oh, that's right. The Falcon's tiny on this one. Yeah.
Yeah. So you can just imagine.
Right.
So the scale of this is way bigger.
Way bigger.
Yeah. But yeah, these things are going to look absolutely fantastic when we finally get everything set up in the gallery. It's going to be really, really fun. That's going to be a fun time. I'm changing some design ideas around, and the guy that we had on the show a couple of weeks ago, Robin, I believe his name is.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that with the background with the space. It's just that's crazy. That looks like it's right out of the film,
Yeah, it's crazy.
So, but anyway, what I was going to say is, shoot, what was I talking about? Oh, I've been on the idea. I loved how he did the ceiling, and that was something that mine was missing in my gallery.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been getting a bunch of particle board and OSB, and I'm going to start designing a ceiling for him there.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, so maybe add some lighting and stuff in it too.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah, but yeah, this thing is just absolutely fantastic. So, and it's funny because we can show in a video in a second, but you're familiar with the cool shade, right? How the cool shade is in the TIE Fighter, the 124 scale TIE Fighter. Well, I didn't realize it until he delivered it, and we were talking about it. But we can talk about it, and I'll show the video. But we do have some cool, actual, real cool shade on this thing.
So before we show some of this stuff, that whole thing was scratch built, and by scratch built means it's all like hand cut, styrene and plastic and found part, like little model parts, right?
Yeah, all the original model parts too. There's no cast, and we'll in the video I sent you. No, you'll get to see that. But so a little bit about this right here. This is fantastic. So this is the replica for Empire Strikes Back.
Mhm.
Everybody knows that there's some scenes in Return of the Jedi where they show the ship as well. The difference of Empire versus Return of the Jedi is in Empire, they only showed this side only of the ship, right? On the other side, you see it in Return of the Jedi. So what had happened is those little antennas were added, and the gentleman who added those was Bill George, and that's what Jim had told me. And it's awesome because obviously this was at Wonderfest, and Bill George got to see it, and he had his hands on this thing in Return of the Jedi. So that's pretty cool, you know.
Yeah.
But that antenna, they're normally a little bit taller. So in Return of the Jedi, they would stick up like this one a little bit higher than the ship. But what Jim did is he wanted to still add the antennas, but just not make them as high. So on this side, it would still look like the Empire Strikes Back version. So just amazing stuff.
So that way, it's like you flip it one way, it's Empire. You flip it the other, it's Return.
Exactly. And nobody would know these things, right? There's. I mean, hell, even the ILMers wouldn't know. Yeah. I mean, the Jason Eatons and the Steven, Steve and all the guys, they all know, but it's just it's crazy.
So he hand delivered this, right? He came down, down.
Yeah, he sure did. Yeah, and I sent you a picture, and when you guys see how it showed up in this van, I mean, it's from the back sitting all the way to the very, in his front seat, kind of like the Star Destroyer when I was bringing it back from Vegas. It's funny.
Jeez. Well, here, I mean, I'd be terrified. This picture right here, just
I know,
anxiety just looking at it. I'm like,
trust me, dude,
that bottom part's gonna break. I'm like,
and it's very sturdy.
Yeah.
The way he had it, and he had these little sponge things, so it would take the deal. And it's kind of like the Star Destroyer, the way he had it designed, where we picked it up like a rotisserie.
So you can't separate it. It's one solid piece.
One solid piece. Yeah. Yeah, and the infrastructure, he said, is super sturdy, strong.
But geez, that middle part, it just like it looks like one little shift, and it's like.
Yeah, that's all pipe though. Everything's built around this pipe, so it ain't going anywhere.
Yeah. Gee, that's cool. So so he drove that in that van right there.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
That's insane.
Yeah, that's Jim right there. Super cool, humble guy, just like most of the model builders I work with.
Did he give you that base, or did you have to kind of have that ready to go?
No, so that's the base that it came with, and obviously we're going to build if you look at it from this shot right here, you can see that on the other side of this, where the actual, where it goes into the model.
Yeah.
If you look in the back, there's a PVC piece just sticking out. I don't know if you can see that, but what that basically is like an extra, because I've got a stand that he included that will sit under just to keep it from teeter-tottering, but it's sturdy as hell.
Wow.
And what's really, really cool is all of these little windows, they're all lit. And and it's fantastic.
Well, let's watch a couple of these videos.
Yes.
Just clips in.
Yeah, magnet. He added that. I asked him if he could do that, and he did that in no time. Isn't that amazing? So the one thing I never told him, but I would like to light that piece somehow.
Like the blue
in the cockpit.
Yeah.
It
seems like it'd be an easy.
Yeah, because I can take it away from it, but I'm being real respectful to Jim because he whipped that out pretty quick and weathered it up for me. And just so you guys know, that's actually where it mounted.
To make the model complete and 100% original, I needed the original cool shade. And thanks to Jason Eaton, he donated a swatch of it and nestled right in there. It looks beautiful.
That is very, very difficult to get. And that is so cool. I didn't even know that. Thanks, Jason. That's awesome.
Look at all the little windows. The little windows just.
Oh, man. And they all have, they're like little rooms.
Yeah.
I can stare in them all day long, and I have. What do you think?
I can't believe I'm saying goodbye to this thing.
He got emotional.
Part of my life for the past year. But she's got a good home now.
Yeah.
And a hell of a good collection.
Oh, thank you for that, Jim. Yeah, I'm very blessed. It's so humbling to have all the. I'm in a community surrounded by just unbelievably talented artists. You're awesome, Jim.
Yeah, got emotion. I mean, I can only imagine. I mean,
yeah, he was. He's very emotional.
Yeah.
Yeah. Came through with everything he said
he
was going to do. He did it. He said it, and he absolutely did it. You know, I was mentioning to you earlier that, they built this model so quick and the details that went into it and how much easier it had to been for them because, number one, there was a team working on them. And didn't you say Golly was the one that really had his hands on this thing?
Steve Golly seemed to be in charge of it.
Okay.
No, the weathering.
But yet when they put something together like this, they're just, as you know, obviously, and everybody else, that they just kit bash all this stuff. And so now when it's a job for Jim to come in and recreate this beautiful piece, all kit bashed.
Lauren Peterson jokes that they had a ton of these ship holes left over and nothing to do with them.
So is that what it is? They're just the end parts of the model of ships.
That is so cool.
They created this stalactite thing with all these ships sticking out of it. Which, of course, they happen to be the most expensive and rare kits now. It was almost a crime to unpackage these. They were still in their original cellophane from the stores from 40 years ago.
That's unbelievable.
$100 each.
Jeez. And so this thing is 100% kit bashed, correct? There's nothing.
There's 3D printed. Nothing. Yeah, no 3D printed. No resin cast. Everything is original.
I mean, talk about a special piece, Michael. Like, I mean, look. Here's the thing: the Star Destroyer, obviously, that was also kit bashed. Here and there, right? You got, but I mean, like, this is like true to the original. Like,
yeah, he did it. He did it right. I'm very lucky to have these huge ships. I mean, there's a few things in my collection, that we always talk about. If there's a fire.
Yeah.
I'm in a lot of trouble, dude, but yeah, there's just something about them. And this is, I'm really getting some of into this. This is getting harder for me because the models that I'm still wanting to get, they're not readily available, so,
I mean, I honestly, Michael, here's the thing. I'm going to put you on the spot.
Yeah.
I mean, what's next? Like, I mean, skill-wise, besides like a 5-foot Falcon, I mean...
Yeah. So the 5-foot Falcon is like a dream piece, but the reality of what people are asking for it, I'm not going to... I mean, there's a limit to what I'm willing to pay. And these aren't cheap. So I'm talking to Jim about the Executor, the Mother Star Destroyer.
Yeah.
That thing's like almost 10 feet. It's huge. But next, I think on the list is going to be, I'm hoping Denise is busy in her Barbie room right now, is going to be the Return of the Jedi Death Star.
Nice.
So,
and I mean,
and that'll be real studio scale.
So I've seen that thing's massive, right?
It's pretty damn big. Yeah. And the piece that I have that Mike did is a beautiful, the New Hope the Death Star. Yeah. It's a great piece. It's just, we decided going into it that even though the studio scale was 3 foot, that the 2 foot would be practical,
Yeah.
Oh, it's 3 feet.
Is it 3 feet? I'm going to pull up because
it's 3 feet.
We had Gus Lopez on the show, and he owns the original.
Yeah, that's 3 feet.
Death Star. So I'm trying to find a picture and see if I could find one where someone's standing next to it. There you go.
Oh, for size, yeah.
Yeah.
There's good pictures of Lucas standing by the Return of the Jedi one.
Kai, so this is...
Shut up, Pete. He's always giving me a hard time about that 5-foot Falcon.
So there you go. About 3 feet.
Yep.
So, and then obviously the Return of the Jedi one is much bigger.
Yeah. Yeah, I believe it's 4 feet is the diameter on it. But
Let me pull it up really quick.
and it's funny because of the Death Star that you just saw with that Gus had. I mean, it was just a half sphere. You know, they never did the whole thing, so I don't know how he has that. You know, I know he had to. He told me he had to redo the shield because the shield was missing, so he had somebody build that part, which is okay. You know.
Here's a picture. Let me see if I can pull it up.
Hey, there's Stuart. How you doing, Stuart? Stuart's been that guy is, yeah. He's got a beautiful 5-foot Falcon.
Yeah,
he's been working on it for a long time, and he's been keeping me in the loop. So yeah, Stuart, this is what I was telling you about that I couldn't really talk about, and voila, here you go.
So you go. You can kind of see. I mean, it's definitely.
Yeah. There's Bill. That's Bill George working on that.
I mean, it's definitely.
Yeah, that thing's awesome.
Oh yeah, here's the one with George Lucas.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I would say it's about 4 feet.
No.
So.
Wow. Well, that's just awesome, man.
Yeah, man, I'm really happy. And no, Johnny, this one was actually the journey was a lot easier. Not on my wallet, but definitely because the gentleman, you know, it was I purchased this thing sight unseen. I took everybody else's, word after that was at Wonderfest because I didn't get to make it there. And thank you, David, and happy birthday to you, brother.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna say. Just officially give David a little late.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
I sent him a video this week of when we met up for the first time, and I was just like a little reminder because that was like one of the best nights of my life, dude. That was so much fun. And not the next night, but that night. No, but I sent him that, and he goes, "Oh, we're a week away," and I'm like, "Golly, that was just coincidence." So happy birthday, brother, for sure.
But yeah, man, that forget. You just gotta now. Once your restaurant's done, man, you gotta go full speed on that.
Yeah, I just gotta, golly, and man, even today with the restaurant thing, I came across a design idea, which sometimes I guess things do happen for a reason because I'm changing it isn't messing up the structure and the metal that I've already purchased. It's at the site, but the exterior that I was going to do, I'm doing something a little bit different, a little bit more modern and just really cool looking. So can't wait to show everybody.
Star Wars, what did you add to your collection this week? I actually did add a couple pieces. I'll show a couple of them. But before that, so Kai's asking, how do you commission pseudoscope models like this? I mean, can you kind of just generally,
Yeah. So this one I lucked out on, but first off, you gotta know an artist that's willing to take on something like that, and that has the knowledge and has the capabilities of getting, like Tom Spina at Regal, they're able to get into the archives and get the detailed photos. And I don't know if I can give out the information on how Jim acquired a lot of the details on this, but he does know a lot of people at ILM and Bill George being one of them. And so he had a lot of insight. And there was a crap ton of reference on this ship on Modeler Magic from the original ship. So, but I just, I'm just the guy that has this stuff. I'm not the guy that's talented enough to build something like this. And that's why it deserves to be in a museum.
Yeah.
So, but it's going to be displayed properly. I can guarantee you, and everybody that's watching the show is welcome anytime. So and
that's the thing. Like Michael, I think as we start, as we progress, like in collections, and obviously, people tend to know that our collections and our family and our group here, they know the they're in good hands. So that's the other big part of it, is the trust, right? Is that the modeler has to trust, obviously, that, you're not just going to turn around and flip it. You're just going to, it's going into your collection because you're a fan. Which kind of brings me to what I added to the collection this week. So, Michael, you hooked me up with the owner of Elstree Precision Studio. So, if you guys don't know, Elstree was hired by Lucasfilm to machine some parts for Empire Strikes Back, mostly the Boba Fett parts. Like, so they machined some of the Boba Fett, the Boba Fett ears, the rocket or the laser, but it looks like a rocket. Some of C-3PO's parts. So just a bunch of aluminum things. So I started communicating with them. I have one of it's a second generation casting of the Empire Strikes Back Boba Fett helmet. And I left it raw, right? I wanted it raw because I kind of wanted to show the history of Boba Fett, right? So John was kind enough to let me acquire some stuff from his collection, right? From his shop, right? Because that's where they made it. Yeah. So I ended up getting one of the lasers. Let me show you this.
That guy is very anal about his work. Look at this. I mean,
oh yeah, no, it's amazing.
These aren't really for sale for the public. This is a hobby of his.
Right. So I ended up getting this, and then as I was talking to him about it, I was asking him. I was like, I really want a set of the ears, right? Because that, to me, I want the helmet to be as original as possible, as closest to original as possible. So he eventually he asked around about me, and he made sure I wasn't just gonna again turn around and just flip it, and he decided to part ways with his personal set of ears that he had. So
that's a great shot, man. Look at that. And the box, that's awesome.
Well, not only that, because once I started telling him about the display I want to do here, where it's more of the kind of museum style display with the original parts, he sent me that box of the tools.
What?
Yeah. So that's from the shop from that time. And so he sent me that, sent me some blueprints.
Dude, Gabe, you didn't even tell me that. That's fantastic.
It's going to be this whole, I wanted to, it comes on Monday. So on Monday, I should be receiving everything. Joseph ended up, receiving everything because Joseph got a set from him as well. And not of the ears, because the ears was just his last one. Joseph ended up getting the 3 lasers.
Yeah, that's incredible. Congrats to both of you guys.
Because it's a piece of history. I mean, really. Again, because of the fact that Elstree Precision, that was the company that was making those parts for them. And in fact, when I was talking to him, and he's going to send me all this historical information about kind of the shop, and because he still has the original receipts and the work orders from.
Oh yeah, because when they purchased it, right?
Yeah. So he has all that stuff. He's going to send all that, and eventually what we want to do is we want to do a little show, kind of, to talk about the history.
Yeah.
Once
we've been meaning to do that for a while.
Yeah. Once we have all our parts, we'll see if he wants to jump on or if he just wants us to kind of talk about the history of it. But I was just blown away by his generosity. Again, once he was like, I'm going to send you this, I'm going to send you this, I'm going to send you this, I'm going to send you this. And then when he told me about the tooling set, I was just like, wait, what? This is crazy. This is awesome.
That is so awesome. Yeah, he's a great dude. Me and him have a lot in common, obviously Star Wars, but me and him are both really into Porsches. He's a Porsche guy.
Yeah.
I mean, that is my car, Porsche. Yeah. And I haven't talked to him in a little bit, but yeah. That is a super cool dude.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And again, I mean, for me, you know me, and with the lineage and all that, just like how you are with Kibashing, like I love the lineage part. I want to, I want to be kind of like there. I want that connection to that picture that's the cover of today's show, right?
Yeah.
Famous picture of George Lucas with all this stuff. Like as a
Yeah.
kid, that was my dream, right?
Trust me, I'm working on it.
Yeah. So
I'm
anything,
trying, dude. I'm trying.
right? So anything that we can get that has like a tie to something original from in there, like I'm all about it. And that just doesn't get any better than having like the original stuff from the original manufacturer that made some of these parts. So I'm really excited to have that. I mean, I'm running obviously into space issues, but I think I've made a decision from like, for example, like I think I'm going to get rid of those premium format toys. Like,
I know you've been back and forth on those.
Yeah, I think I made the decision. I'm like, I'm going to get rid of the premium format stuff. I think I'm going to get rid of most of the stuff that's not to scale, right? If it's not, 1-to-1, or if it's a studio scale model that's not the right scale.
Yeah.
I think there's just no place in my collection for that. So I'll probably put it up for sale sometime soon. And yeah, I got to start planning out that display because I think that'll look amazing, right? Because
that's actually one of the. I mean, dude, that's really cool that he sent that. That's just going a little bit the extra mile, and that's a perfect example, Gabe, of the respect that people have out there, And I was talking to Matt earlier today, and it was funny because when I was just driving down the highway, and I said, "Hey, Matt, is there?" Because we were getting ready to hang up, and he said, "What's the word?" He said, "This is really funny." Okay, yeah, he was just talking about the influence because I said, "Hey, is there anything you want us to that you as that is every Saturday night watching our show?" Mm-hmm. He's like, "Oh, I don't know. I can't really." And then he like sent me this list of things. He's like, "Well, first off, the influence that Collection Wars has had since he started watching." And it's funny because it's the amount of money that all of us that are on this show tonight spend in Star Wars. I mean, it's crazy, right? It's like, I think, Gabe, it's our fault. No, but seriously, think about what we've done and the influence that we all have on each other, like David, looking at, when he does, takes a Yoda and makes it a real Yoda. You know what I mean? And I haven't told him that I want him to do my Yoda, but the bottom line is, man, there's just so many connections now through that we've all influenced each other. And I want to say thanks to Matt because, you guys are just the best. But hey, so you're going to get rid of that. And I see that bust sitting on the ground there. So are you going to be getting any future busts at all, Gabe?
Yeah. Okay. There's some, I'm not going to get the Tuscan if that's what you're, I'm not.
So obviously a lot of people that watch our show are big Regal robot collectors. I didn't even ask Pete yet. Pete, did you roll with the Tuscan? How many of you guys out there end up ordering Tuscan, or is it gone?
It starts on the 30th. 3 more days.
Okay. 3 more days. Yeah. So I'm wondering if anybody's planning on ordering that, please let us know in the comments. Yeah. I'm curious. So you're not going to get that one?
I'm not going to get that one. I am going to get the Gaffy stick. Yeah. So I definitely am going to get the Gaffy stick, but I think bust wise, I think the reason why I'm not getting, and it's a beautiful looking piece. I mean, I've never been like a Tuscan Raider like aficionado.
Right.
A very Spanish there. I like the droids, right? I like droids. I like creatures. So I just wasn't interested right away. I would prefer to just kind of keep all my busts just like droids, and then maybe some creatures, but I mean, I guess I have like the Rancor and the Salacious Crumb, right? But those aren't really busts. So I think what I want to do is just kind of just stick with droid busts. I mean, I know I have the Greedo bust, but I wanted that for a long time.
Getting a lot of comments, Gabe. So obviously I knew Pete. I knew you were on board, dude.
Yeah.
So Pete's on board, and
Yeah,
Bestman guy says it's going to be his first.
Sean Chewy bust instead, right?
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Oh man, yeah. Oh look, Bestman guy is going to be his first Regal robot.
Yeah,
that's nice. Yeah, see, Pete loves that Tuscan,
and
it makes sense. I mean, I think I think people tend to gravitate towards like certain stuff. Pete loves the horror masks, obviously. That I mean that fits in. Like it's just kind of the same style, right?
I don't want to take any wind out of Pete and Bestman guy's sales, but my humble opinion is, I know number one that when it comes to accuracy, Tom doesn't mess around. Mm-hmm. So we know it's going to be accurate to that particular Tuscan that he's doing. Yeah. But to me, for some reason, it's just so wonky. But there, a lot of it, they are real. The real ones are, and but that head was so fat and weird, right? Than what we're used to see. Yeah. But it's the real lineage, right?
Yeah. So Tom had a little like YouTube live, like a Facebook.
I missed that.
Yeah, Facebook Live, and he was kind of talking about that because people were saying that, right? And yeah, he definitely was saying that, the whole process. Yeah, the mouth part is scanned, so that's a scan. Yeah. But even think about it, even the process to make that, that scan and obviously printed in resin to make it look like leather. Yeah. I mean, it looks like leather. Like there's no doubt about it. It looks like leather. Yeah. And then I guess Tom said they sourced some material, some guy who makes custom kind of material for the thread, and they sourced it out to make the bands, because I guess most people use like canvas or like there's all these types of materials that people use, but I guess they actually made it specifically for that, and someone hand pretty much rips it and hand what is it called, frailing or whatever. Yeah,
there's a lot. I also noticed our friend Eben, he ended up getting some furniture from Regal Robot recently.
Yeah, it was super cool. Yeah, he got the Cantina chairs.
Yeah,
that they had at
where do you just got to have a place to put those? Yeah, I didn't get a chance to see his video, but I wonder if those are comfortable.
Well, I mean, did you sit on them?
No, they were up on the stage when I was there.
Yeah, they were down. Hold on, let me see if I could. I'll show Evan's picture. I think they posted today that it was on Regal Robot's website. So let me find it really quick.
Yeah, Pete, that's a good, and was based on a background creature, not the main Tuscan. Yeah. Very cool. Man, it'd be cool to see Gus Lopez's again now.
I know, right? To go look at. So yeah, here's the picture that they sent. Cool. Evan sent. So you could see. I mean, the scale wise. I mean, they're big chairs.
Yeah,
they're definitely big chairs. I mean, this is the Emperor seat that I'm sitting on. So,
yeah.
I mean, you could see how wide they are, and
but they're very 70s looking, aren't they?
They are. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, they're obviously they look cool, right? Yeah. And especially if you have like a desk, how cool would that be, right? Like a little desk, and you have the Emperor, and on the other side you're sitting there. Yeah. So, but yeah,
well, I'm sure Tom is talked to Eben, maybe not, but I will tell you that Tom can do the table. I've seen the table; it's badass.
Which one?
The Cantina table.
Oh yeah,
I've seen it.
Yeah,
it's something that he hasn't. I don't know that he's. Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
I never knew that.
Yeah, you could actually order it.
Yeah. Okay, I didn't know.
Sounds like
I've seen one.
Evan's gonna need that. Evan.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Now you're gonna have to order.
Hey, look at the big chair, the big one. He's got like a big bench one. I didn't see that. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, what a great idea. Yeah, that'd be a cool little setup in a room.
Yeah, like a whole little cantina.
Yeah, thanks, Tom. I'm going to build my own. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Tom's super awesome.
Oh man.
Yeah, and a big thank you. Tom reached out to me the other night. He's really
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, it's a good dude.
But yeah, man, it's cool. You know, I mean, it's cool to see kind of everyone. Yeah. I'm sure we'll hear more about the Tuscan. I think Tom's making his rounds kind of on the
other channels.
Yeah, the channels. So yeah, I'm sure we'll learn a lot more about that. So
yeah. It's funny too because there's a few of us and the ones that are watching know who I'm talking about, but we'll go back and forth. And I'm glad Lee this time hasn't been bothering me at all when it comes to pressure to order shit. You know,
there you go. Yeah, like Sean. Yeah, guys, go watch. Yeah, Tom's gonna be on Sithcast on Tuesday.
Yeah,
at 9:30. So there you go. Make sure you guys catch that. And yeah, I'm sure we'll get some more details about that Tuscan. Scott saying, yeah, that Sean is looking to add the seat. So yeah, so I think I might have actually talked. I don't know if it might have been Evan before he got his. Somebody reached out to me because I think Tom confirmed right that this was number one, right? This is like kind of the first one that went out. But mine's the flat base. Yeah, mine's a flat base. So mine doesn't have the wheels. So I talked to somebody about that. Like when you're gonna make the choice, right? You get the. Let me mute Michael here. So yeah, when you're kind of thinking about it, this one's not mobile, right? It just spins and that's it, right? Let me do my emperor spin here. So yeah, you really can't move around, and it doesn't go up and down, right? So if you have a desk, if you're going to use it for desk, you absolutely do not get this one, right? You do not want to get the lounge one. You want to get the one with the wheels because again, that'll allow it to go up and down and obviously move around. So it's more of a functional office chair like the one Eben has. So if you want it for like an office, for an actual desk, then absolutely get the other one. Don't get this one. But if you want it kind of for like a collection room, like how mine is, right? Mine's just in here. I use it obviously for broadcasting, right? For my shows and for like YouTube and all that stuff. So for me, I wanted it, and it doesn't matter because it's low. Everything's right here in front of my computer. So I don't have to move around a bunch. But yeah, that would be my recommendation. If you're going to use it behind a desk, get the one that Eben has. If you want it just kind of for like a little lounge or somewhere, then this one looks cooler because, well, in my opinion, just because of the base, right? It kind of looks more, I don't know, emperor-ish. And flat base, yeah, okay, Sean, yeah, for watching a little TV, yeah, absolutely. Then I would definitely recommend this one, absolutely.
Can you hear me again?
Muted you, Mike. Yeah,
no problem. You can hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
I was just going to say with the other ones, the Cantina ones, I think those would look good, like more in like in a little where you're going to have like watch movies and stuff like that, where yours is more, you might have said that and I didn't hear. So.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. So this is more of like a lounge chair.
Yeah.
Right? Versus the other one's an actual office chair where it goes up and down and moves around. Yeah. No, I mean, I get asked about this chair so much, and that's the only recommendation I could give. I'm like, make sure you do that. There's little things I would highly suggest. Like for example, because this turns, you want to make sure there's nothing kind of around you, right? Because you could nick it really easy. What else? I mean, maintenance. I've had this for what, 4 years now, I think about, right? So you don't really need to like oil it down or anything weird, like, so, but yeah, I mean, it's cool. It looks cool. And, will you be able to fall asleep in it? Probably not, but sitting there for a couple hours, it's nice. Speaking of the Emperor, where'd you get the cloak for the one you're doing, Gene? Disneyland. This is the Disney. Here, let me bring them down. You can't really see them, but there you go. My buddy
Yeah.
Mhm.
It looks kind of like the material of the Jawa.
Yeah, yeah. Like it has its hands and stuff. Yeah. So this is the Disney one. This is the Disney robes. And it actually came with the inner robes too. I don't know if you could see like the cummerbund. It's hard with the lighting. Sorry, but like yeah.
Have you put the face in there?
No, I'm not gonna put a face. I'm just gonna keep it like this. Like
Oh, okay.
I don't know if you guys could see it.
Oh,
It's
okay.
more of a museum style,
like a prop piece. Yeah, I know what you're talking
kind
about.
of a museum style piece like that. I think so. I don't know, we'll see. And then what I'm hoping to do, and again, I've actually been talking to Lee about this and kind of just get some. You know how he's really good with this kind of stuff. You know, with displays and stuff. Let's get this guy so he doesn't fall over. You know, he's pretty good with displays. So I was thinking about moving stuff around here, and like I said, that was a big decision of why I'm getting rid of the quarter scale stuff, like the premium format stuff.
Yeah.
Just because, again, they're just chilling there. I'm never really going to do a display for them. You know, they're always just going to sit there. So I need to get rid of them. But I was thinking of doing like a studio scale kind of section. So I know. See what you did, Michael?
Yeah, you and Lee both, right?
Now I'm like I really want to focus on a few of those models and kind of just get them all in one place. Because right now, so obviously, you know, I got the Falcon and the AT-AT, and in front of me, which you guys can't ever see, obviously I have a whole wall in front of me that is rarely seen in any of my stuff. But I have like, you know, the TIE Fighter, the Snow Speeder, the Master Replica one, and obviously some other studio scale stuff that's coming down the pipeline, right, Michael?
Yeah, yeah.
So I wanted to keep all that together. So what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to build upwards here, and then I might put the Emperor where the Falcon is. And then what I'll do is behind the Emperor, and sorry if it breaks away. So right where the Falcon is, right there in the middle, will be the Emperor, and then probably Marcel's, because I have one of the big signature prints from Marcel.
Yep.
That behind there, you know what I mean? I think that'll look really.
I just saw your probe droid. Are you happy with the probe?
Well, yeah.
I mean, since we're talking studio scale.
Well, we opened it here, remember?
Yeah, that's right. But I mean, how are you liking it?
I mean, it's again, I don't have really a good place for it. It's just kind of just chilling there right now. So it's
well, I want to do a comparison real quick with that.
Yeah. Get that CZ off the floor. Pete, remember that's number one too. That's you know, Pete's got the AP and I got number one. So it was a signature edition. I know I definitely got to get it off the floor. I blame yeah, man. I mean, it's studio scale is one of those things. Like I didn't want to get down. I didn't want to go down that route. Again, because you can't. Like I think most collectors can't really do studio scale to the level, like for example, that Michael does, because in order to properly display, you need space, right? And especially like the way I like to keep my collection, right? Everything's very spaced out, very kind of, you know. Just separate, right? I can't do that with the studio scales because they're so huge, right? Michael, where's your restaurant again? What's your
it's going to be in Bernie, the Dark Side Brick Oven Pizza Company.
Yeah.
So here's the NYC and the actual studio scale accurate.
Yeah. There you go. And that's what we were saying last time, right? The NYC is not really a studio scale model. I mean, it's a statue, and that's a big difference, right? It's a stylized statue, you know, based on a studio scale, but it's not a studio scale model. That's the studio scale model, right? I mean, and obviously
they're pretty damn close.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty damn close. So.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean the legs, the size of the legs, everything is pretty damn spot on.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and when I see some of the bases and stuff that stuff's coming with, it's pretty,
It
it's
looks,
pretty,
yeah, the bases are really nice. Yeah.
yes. And Stuart made a comment a while back. I just want to say, Stuart, thank you so much for that comment. That's really cool.
No.
But yeah, so I don't know what to do with this other probe that I have, the MYC one, because
Mhm.
I just I don't know if
You don't need it. Yeah.
yeah, if it's gonna go to the restaurant or
Sell it. There's a bunch of people that missed out on it that were,
yeah, well,
yeah, they're
I'm
coming.
not looking to make money on it. So if somebody's interested, we can
Yeah.
let me know.
The shipping is probably going to be a pain just because that's a heavy ass piece.
Yeah, yeah, it is. Oh, I know. And then I had the box, and I'm not like I don't have 3 containers like Gabe of empty boxes. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Pete,
I'm
yeah.
sorry, Pete.
See, and you know what's funny is like especially with this new like studio skill stuff.
Yeah.
I blame Michael, and even though Michael's not to blame, but I mean, every week, Michael's getting a new piece. I'm like, man, that's so cool. Man, that's such a cool piece.
Well, what is exciting to me is the fact that these things are starting to be readily available for people, and I know we say they're statues or whatever, but I can tell you that the ships look good, dude.
Yeah.
It's amazing what he's doing. And
No, they're great. I mean, they're for display purposes.
yeah. But I know there's a lot of people on board getting that stuff, and
Yeah.
it's awesome that they're able to have that.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, I mean, and like I said, I think you saw we had Steve on here last.
Yeah, I missed all
last
that.
week.
Obviously.
Yeah. So like like you mentioned, I mean, EFX is gonna eventually kind of get back into that, right? Because you gotta remember, I mean, they did the X-wing, beautiful. They did the TIE Fighter, beautiful. So I mean, it's just a matter of time before they started getting back into it and started doing it. Well, but until then, those NYC pieces are nice little, space fillers. They're statues. They're beautiful. So they're not really competing with DFX because
and he was real clear to tell me that look, if they ever if they when they do if they do I don't have a comment on that, but if it ever did happen, he was saying that it's going to be way better than his stuff, and I don't know why he's just being humble, I guess, because I mean he's doing a fantastic job. Somebody that's doing what he's doing and doing it so quick, and coming through, and damn, it's pretty impressive.
Yeah. Sure. So, like I said, I mean, I think ultimately, it's about stuff getting made, right? It's more Star Wars, the better. It's like the Disney shows, right? Everyone complains about like, oh, like they're just putting out stuff just to put out, just to make money. But it's like, yeah, okay, so the book of Boba Fett was horrible. Okay, sure, but it's Star Wars. Whatever. There's more Star Wars. Like yeah, whatever. Yeah.
Hopefully, I think this Andor is going to be good because I think it's in the Star Wars universe, but it's not Star Wars related. If that makes sense. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So all of us old chaps, that look at like Boba Fett and don't see Boba Fett as how he came out in these things. The Andor thing, it's a totally separate thing, and it's its own, like Mandalorian, and that's what makes those cool.
Well, the Andor. So I went to go watch Rogue One yesterday, and they show like an extended preview at the beginning, and that series just looks freaking great.
That's what I mean.
Like it just looks great. And you know what's funny? I saw online, there's some fans out there. They're like, oh, great, like because I guess there was a comment made, I think by one of the producers or somebody made a comment saying that Andor is going to be for people that don't give a shit about Star Wars. But that could be seen as two ways, right? It could be seen as like, oh, great, like they're not gonna like pay tribute to Star Wars, it's not gonna be Star Wars-y, or you could look at it like it's not one of those series like that's gonna be fan service. It's gonna be like Mandalorian season 1, right, where it's like completely separate with the elements of Star Wars, but like not really getting into kind of the original time frame.
Right.
So I think it's going to be great because we have zero expectations for any of the characters. They're all brand new characters, fresh. Like, I mean, besides Rogue One, we only met Andor, right? That he's the only one that we kind of know. We don't really know too much about him, so
yeah, they'll probably show him meeting K2SO. That'll be cool because they don't show. He's not in any of the commercial.
I don't think he's in season 1, or maybe that's the end of season 1.
Oh, that's shocking.
Yeah. Rogue One. So Robin makes a good point. I walked out. So I had watched Rogue One. Just sitting here. Sometimes I'll put it on. But yesterday watching it in the movies, dude, I teared up like 2-3 times during the movie.
Did you?
I'm like, dude, this is a freaking good movie. Like, to the point where I was sitting there and I'm like, God damn it. Like, if it wasn't for if it wasn't for the original trilogy,
yeah,
it would be my number 1 movie.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I would probably, like, if I had to sit there and just like, I'm going to pick a Star Wars movie, I'd probably pick that one over any other movies. Like, just for entertainment purposes, just for, to actually sit there and watch the whole thing. It's such a great movie.
Yeah, Lee says it right there. Lee, I didn't even know that. I thought for damn sure K2SO is going to be in there because he's cool. He's my favorite. I love that dude.
Well, yeah, I mean, they're doing 2 seasons, and that's it. So it's 2 seasons leading up to Rogue One.
Yeah, I knew it was Lee's favorite movie too.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she's cute as hell too.
I mean, if you watch it again, well, I mean, unless you watch it tomorrow, I think, because it's only this weekend. But
is it really?
Mm-hmm, yeah,
at the IMAX. So I'm gonna have to. I might go do it, dude. You know what?
Just go early. Catch the matinee.
I've never been in an IMAX in my life.
No,
never have.
It's cool. It's obviously the sound is crazier. I like to sit up close at the movies. I'm one of those weirdos, right? A lot of people are like, I don't want to sit. I usually will pick like the 3rd or 4th row from the front because
I did that as a kid. I was in the very front. Now I'm in the very back.
Yeah. See, I like for my peripheral to be filled by the screen. That's my big thing.
Oh,
right?
that's funny.
I gotta find. I'm like weird like that. I gotta find
like this.
No, I don't want it. No, I need it. I need it to be so I'm not moving my head side to side. I just need it so I'm not looking at the exits. I'm not looking at.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny. I've never heard anybody say it like that.
So I usually will pick like, so how most theaters have like a handicap section, like kind of in the row where you cross.
Mm-hmm.
I like the first row behind the handicap section. Usually there's like a rail there.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, that's usually my favorite spot because I feel like I'm in the movie.
Okay, I thought you meant down on the bottom in the front.
No, because on the bottom you have to move your head like this.
Yeah, that's what I did though as a kid. I was in the very front seat.
Yeah,
I would be in the very front.
Yeah, I like to feel like I'm in the movie. So I want to be like close enough where I don't know. I get.
And Gabe, you still haven't seen Maverick?
I didn't see Maverick yet. It comes out. It's coming out, but I'm gonna have to watch it here in my.
The thing is, though, it's not the same as seeing it in the theater, Yeah. But I'm telling you, the reason I pushed that movie so much. What?
What? That's surprising, Pete.
That's like Gabe hating Yoda. Dang, Pete. I'm actually very shocked right now. He's just kidding.
Yeah.
He's got to be kidding. I know him well, and I'm shocked if he's telling the truth. Me and him are a lot alike that way.
Yeah, look, Robin's watching it tomorrow in there. Imperial. That's gonna be cool. Yeah.
Oh wow! You know what? I think I'm gonna go.
Yeah, I mean, why not? Like it's get to watch it. And,
yeah.
And Pete, I hate everything after 83.
Oh, that's funny.
So yeah,
Tom's getting ready to come out with something from for Rogue One, so I'm sure you'll be on board on that one. If it's something that Regal comes out with, man, he's the first in line. It's funny.
I know. A Trekkie has entered the chat.
Oh, that's funny. Hey, so have any of you guys? Did y'all watch? By the way, hello, Steven. I saw you're on. Hey, have you guys seen the Prime? What's his name? Shut the. Well, he's not supposed to tell people about that. We had a pat and he just ruined it. So, y'all want to see a picture of me in that outfit? No, I'm just kidding. No, but seriously, yeah, I'm gonna go too, David. So, but God, y'all got me all off. So, what do you guys think about the new Sylvester Stallone movie? Did you see it yet, Samaritan? No, come on, dude. Don't make fun of it.
What are you talking about?
Did you not like it?
I didn't even know Sylvester Stallone was still acting.
Okay, but did you see the movie or did you know about the movie?
No, I didn't know.
Okay. Oh, that's funny, dude. So he's a superhero. I know this. Everybody that doesn't know is. I just found out about it. I watched it. I actually watched it twice.
Yeah, it's good.
It's better than any Disney Marvel. I'm just kidding, everybody. I'm just kidding, guys. No, but seriously, it's pretty good. You know, to watch. You know, you can tell it was. I feel like the script was rushed a little bit. You know, but I think it's Sylvester Stallone, dude. Who doesn't like Sylvester Stallone? Oh, really? I understand. Did you see it though, Armando? I know it was. I get it. You got to go watch. The hammer thing was stupid, but I like seeing.
Sylvester Stallone was in a Marvel movie. You know that, right?
No.
Yeah, he was in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, I never knew that.
He's like the leader of. I think they're supposed to be the real. I don't know. I didn't follow Guardians of the Galaxy, but I think he's supposed to be like they're the real Guardians of the Galaxy, like from the comic books, if I'm not mistaken, right, or something like that. Somebody needs to.
Hey, so it was. Oh yeah, Prey.
That was a good one. I liked it.
I liked it too. I did like that one. I liked it.
Yeah.
But hey, y'all don't be knocking down Sly, man. So hey,
wait, Michael, wait. I got a question for you because this is like a very.
It's not like Temple of Doom.
No. Hold on. This is a very 1980s, 1990s question, right? There was the whole like, hey, Pepsi or Coke, right? That was like a big thing in the 90s and the 80s.
Yeah, for sure.
Are you more of a Sly fan or a Schwarzenegger fan?
Dude. Man, I have a connection with Sylvester Stallone personally, but movie-wise, Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
That's a good question. What about you guys? I mean, they're both really good, and I love their rival. It was I know they hated each other for a while, so they had a good rival going, and they're good friends.
Rambo or Predator?
Oh, dude, that's really hard. That's a hard one.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's a hard one.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like saying Back to the Future 1 or Back to the Future 2. Yeah. I mean, this is hard.
Don't change the subject here. No.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing. Look, if you go back to it, like I am a huge. I love Conan the Barbarian. Like,
yeah, I do too.
Those films are great. Terminator. I enjoyed Terminator 2 more than Terminator 1, but that's just me. Hey, you know me in part twos,
Well, it was just visual wise, it was way better.
Yeah.
But just it was the intimidating of Terminator, the first one.
Right.
Like part 2, I didn't think was like scary. With the first one, that dude wasn't playing around, you know what I mean? So.
Right. So really, besides Rocky, I can't really think. You're Rambo, obviously, but actually, no. Over the Top was like one of my favorite movies when I was a kid. Remember the arm wrestling one?
Oh yeah.
Turn my hat around.
Believe it or not, dude, he's done a lot of good movies, but he's
Commando, right? Yeah, I guess Commando would be the equivalent of Rambo, right?
Yeah, Commando's pretty cheesy, but it's
Hey,
remember when I promised I'd kill you last? Yeah, so you did. I lied, and he drops it off that cliff.
Forgot about Cobra. It's Sylvester Stallone's Cobra.
Oh yeah, that was pretty. I don't know.
Yeah. So okay. So you're a you would pick Schwarzenegger over Sylvester.
I mean, look at my collection. He's just come out with more iconic type of things.
Marcel.
Kid-
It's not a tumor.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah,
The
right.
Running Man was a
I mean, I think Schwarzenegger was definitely, in my opinion, the bigger superstar,
he was.
especially in the '90s.
He was.
Kept on going, and so
He was. But yeah, Rambo is that one was pretty
ooh, Robbie Demolition Man. That was one of my favorites too growing up. Man.
Yeah, that's what Lee said already. Oh, Demolition Man. I thought he said
Running Man.
Running Man.
No, Demolition Man. And remember in Demolition Man, the only restaurant that survived? Taco Bell.
Oh, that's funny.
And Taco Bell was the high end. It was the high end restaurant.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a good one too. Indiana Jones or James Bond?
Man, that is a good one.
I would say depends on the James Bond. If you're talking the Connery James Bond,
Yeah. Connery versus
Indiana Jones, I'd pick James Bond, but probably any other ones, probably Indiana Jones.
Is he your favorite Bond? Is Connery?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that guy.
Yeah, Connery's my favorite, but my James Bond, just like when I really was getting into James Bond, was Pierce Brosnan, because that's just.
Oh my God!
I know you probably didn't. I know.
Yeah, I know. But anyways,
but when GoldenEye came out, I was probably like in middle school.
Mm-hmm.
So that had a huge impression, because it kind of modernized the James Bond movies for me, right? So then I was like, oh shoot, like this is. I mean, I was already a James Bond fan, but not like that.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, but yeah, that movie Prey was really cool. That was a cool movie.
Yeah. That I actually like, and it's funny. My wife, she was like, we watched it, and she's like, I didn't know Predator was like that. She's like, I've seen it, and I was like, are you sure you've seen it? So then she put it on, and she started watching. I fell asleep, but she ended up watching Predator Part 1, and she was just like, it's kind of cheesy, and because I started watching the beginning of it. And I was like, yeah, I for some reason, people tend to
real simple in the jungle, and
right. People tend to remember like the jungle scenes and all that stuff, but I forgot about the beginning where like he gets off the helicopter with like the cigar, and
that's cool.
It's cool.
Big old muscles.
Yeah, big muscle. He's like, I don't know, it's a little cheesy there, but. Yeah, see, there's some people that love Roger Moore, right? I mean, obviously, it just depends. It depends.
Hey, listen. Roger Moore is awesome. I love Roger Moore.
And again, I think it depends when you got into James Bond, right?
I agree 1,000%. Right. But look at you. You like the earlier ones, and you're younger.
I liked them because of my uncle Carlos. Remember?
Okay.
My uncle
Yeah.
So he's the one who got me into James Bond. So he's the one who showed. I watched like all of the movies, coming up, but GoldenEye was the first one that was in the theaters when I was kind of old enough to appreciate it. So GoldenEye kind of got me into into the newer films. So.
And those were good questions you asked about Sly versus Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Predator and
like Pete says, can't wait for the expensive Prey statues. You know what I would buy? I would totally buy the skull mask. You know what I mean? That bone-looking mask that the Predator.
Would you?
Right? That thing was freaking badass, man. Yeah. I love that.
Yeah, Lee, that's probably my favorite James Bond movie of all time.
Wow.
No,
Rob, that's surprising.
I know why Lee likes that, but I like For Your Eyes Only. Sheena Easton. Oh my God.
Yeah,
dude.
Yeah,
swimming through the water, underwater. Dude, I love that.
Yeah, Thunderball, but Thunderball, that's Connery, man. You can't beat Connery.
He's a fantastic actor. I watched him Barbara Walters interview. I'm sure a lot of y'all seen it. And she asked him about if it's okay to slap a woman, and he's like, "Yeah." I mean, she doesn't shut up. And she's like, "I wonder what everyone's going to think." And he's like, "I don't care." And what if she slaps you back? That'll be a whole new ball game. It's funny, dude. He doesn't care. You know what I mean?
Jeez. Yeah, see, Pat.
Wow. Can't talk like that anymore, you know.
Pete's like, yeah, Goldfinger. Yeah. I mean, all the Connery ones I love.
What's your favorite Connery movie?
Probably either Goldfinger or From Russia with Love.
Hunt
Yeah.
for Red October, the best.
Yeah.
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 I've actually watched that movie 3 times.
Wait, The Hunt for the Red October?
Yeah, I can watch that movie. That's one of those comfort movies I can watch all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go, Robin. Me too. I love that movie.
Yeah.
And it was cool because I was watching on the ILM thing. It was a thing the other day how they shot the submarines and light with smoke, and Lauren Peterson would throw those little sparkles in there to give it like the bubble effect.
Yeah.
But those were shots that were done, in a room, not underwater.
Yeah.
I actually got to work with modelers that worked on the Hunt for Red October.
Did you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't remember who they were back then, though.
Yeah, Dr. No, that's the first one. I mean, that's a classic. That scene, right, where he goes into the casino, and he's like the typical like Bond, he lights the little cigarette. Yeah.
Hey, did you watch the very last Daniel Craig James Bond movie?
No, I haven't been keeping up with the Daniel Craig ones.
He's a damn good Bond. I think he's really good.
Mm-hmm.
But the last movie, the ending sucks.
Did it?
Oh, it sucks.
Did they kill him off? Yeah. Huh?
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Okay.
James Bond doesn't die, dude. You know what I mean? So, anyway.
Sean, Austin Powers or Wayne's World?
Jeez.
I'd say Wayne.
Neither one.
What? You didn't like it?
They suck.
Man.
That's like talking about that other movie I'll always try to get me to watch.
Baseball. You have to watch it eventually, man.
Hey, did you watch Flash Gordon?
No.
Jeez.
I should have watched it today, but I was telling you I was watching Jaws Part 1.
Yeah.
I haven't watched that since I was like a little kid, right?
That's the only movie I like out of Jaws.
Yeah, so I started watching it, and then I passed out on the couch because, FYI, you know why? So I'm here by myself all day.
Yeah, you guys aren't going to believe this story. He told me this morning, and I think I was like, we're going to have to riot. You know,
guys, hear me out. I have been banned from Disneyland for a month.
Isn't that the most? I'm sorry, excuse my language. That is so much bullshit. I can't even believe it.
I have been banned from Disneyland for a month. And so my family, they all went up there to go see, some family and my nieces.
You got caught climbing the castle. What happened?
No.
First, it's the wedding thing. Okay, what really happened?
Right? Yeah. No, so it's the weirdest thing. So I know, right?
It's the crazy shit.
It's
the weirdest thing.
There's a picture of me, like as soon as you walk in, they're like, wanted. Game.
All I did was steal this one of the helmets out of the Star Wars thing, and I ran like hell. No.
Right? So you can't take a selfie with the animatronic Kylo Ren in Rise of the Resistance. Why don't they put a sign then? No.
You punched out the Kylo Ren at the park.
Yeah, right.
That's what I would like to do. Those guys, I hate those dudes. They're total dicks.
Benjamin.
I think they're supposed to be, huh?
And yeah, because of my Mickey Mouse, I got a cease and desist letter. They're like, it sounded too good. That was too good. That's copyright infringement. Gabe's Mickey Mouse voice was way too good. He's a competitor now.
I can't remember. Do it again, Gabe.
Oh boy! That was a little off. I have to get it's gotta come from the diaphragm here.
That's great. You just made this show. There's not one person on this show that's not laughing their ass off. But it's a great job. It's a great job. But
I'll be there all 3 days. Yes, I'll be there.
Oh my gosh, that was hilarious.
So let me tell you, and it's actually not.
Damn.
It's not that dramatic.
Oh my god!
After all, so when you have season passes, you have to book your reservations ahead of time. And you can only have so many reservations at a time. And then if you book a certain amount of reservations and you don't show up to them, you get pretty much like a punishment. And then you can't make a new reservation, I think, for a month. So 2 weeks ago, I went to go pick up the cases. Remember, did I show you? Let me take. Yeah.
No. You know what just hit me?
What?
That's what they do. That's why you go all the time.
What?
Because they make you feel like you have to. They want you there spending all that money every weekend, and then you don't go and they penalize you. That's pretty messed up.
Yeah.
I say go to Six Flags or Universal Studios from now on.
Man, come on, Michael. Come on, Michael.
Don't piss me off, right?
So a couple weeks ago, I ordered some custom cases from this gentleman Efren, who's up in the LA area. So they're ready to go, and we were gonna go pick them up. And I told my family, I was like, okay, look, I have to go pick up these cases, and I'll show you one of them. I gotta go pick up these cases. You guys can either come with me. This is I think it was on a Sunday or something. I was like, you guys could either come with me. And, I didn't put the plaque in there, but it has a little plaque. So I was like, you guys could come with me or stay. If you guys come with me, maybe we could go to Disneyland on our way back, and we'll just have dinner there, and then we'll drive home. So my wife's like, okay, perfect. So she scheduled the tickets. And what I did is, instead of kind of all going up to LA and coming back, I dropped the whole family off, and then I went to LA, picked up my stuff, and then came back. But on my way back, I was like, you know what? It's already like 7. I was like, honestly, by the time I go into the park, it's gonna be too much hassle. Let's just go home. So I didn't go in. So apparently that was my third strike of the month, because what happens is my wife books every weekend for, I think, 7 weeks. And then if we don't go 1 week, she'll cancel that one and then move it to the end of the 7 weeks, right? Well, apparently I had already I didn't go 3 separate times, or 2. I think it's 2 other time, or 1 other time this month, or this month. So then I get an automatic Disney jail for a month. So I can't go back.
I can't even believe that. I can't even believe this is even a conversation.
Yeah.
I mean, holy moly.
Yeah.
They just don't know who Star Wars Replicas is. I guess you're going to have to really put it out there.
Yeah. No, I think it's for a month. You can't make a new reservation for a month. And then the worst part about it, and I think this is kind of where it all happened, our passes expired this month. So we had to renew our passes, right? So I didn't really care. I was like, whatever, it's not like we're going to go the rest of this month because we have to renew our passes. And then we renewed them. And then our family said that they were going to go this weekend. So I was like, oh, well, I'm banned, so I can't go. But Michael, you know what's crazy? So we renewed our passes this last week, and we do the monthly payment, right? So a lot of times, it just automated, like I don't even notice it. But I never really realized how much we actually spend on that. So the passes for our family, $6,000 a year for those Disney passes. And even breaking it down, I mean, it's like over $500 a month just a payment. I mean, that's
oh my God,
car payment. I mean, like we get our money's worth, obviously, because we go so often.
Now I know why.
But it's crazy. Like I never really kind of put that money, because again, we do the monthly payment. So
yeah, that's crazy.
So yeah,
I mean, seriously, that's like, hey, would you mind, Gabe? Can you go back to that picture of the case that you just showed?
Yeah,
that's something that we need to talk about. That is, and it's been, I mean, since we met up about a year ago, up in California, that you got that piece.
Yeah.
Right. That Sean brought that to you.
Yeah. Yeah. And I had it just kind of sitting there. So I was like, that's it. I need a case for it. Like I need to make one. And Efren does them, and they're pretty, I mean, relatively cheap. I think he charged me 170. But what I had to do is I had to bring him the base, right? The shelf.
Okay, that was gonna be my next question.
Yeah, because see how tight it is? But
Yeah.
that's because the space that I have it in, I needed it to fit in there. So he even said, he's like, "Are you sure you want it there? Like, it's gonna be like, I mean, there's probably about a quarter of an inch or half an inch on each side." And I'm like, "Yeah, I mean, that it has to go there. Like, there's no other place to."
Okay, wait a minute. So, what all did he do? That the bottom piece that have the two pieces that the gun's sitting on?
He did the acrylic top,
Okay.
the everything.
So, but you said he has to have the bottom. What did you mean by the bottom?
No. I had to give him here. I'm gonna just, if my camera disconnects, I'm sorry. Okay. Let me see if I can show you guys over there.
Yeah, put us on the big screen.
Let me see if I can. I'm gonna grab my camera.
Yeah, what a great job. That's great.
See over there? See how I have the Rebel blaster over there?
You got to have us on the big screen.
Oh, okay. Sorry. All right. Sorry, guys. Okay. So see, I have the Rebel blaster right there. So I needed to I wanted all my weapons to kind of just go.
I got you.
So in order for it to fit there, it needed to be a very, very specific tight fit, or else it wouldn't have fit, right?
Dude, you need more room, Gabe.
I know. Look at all this stuff that's just getting on the floor. But
what are those hands? What are those hands? Oh, I
it's-
forgot about that. The thing that Jens did for you.
the C-3PO. Yeah, that's right there.
God, dude.
TIE Fighter. So what I'm going to do? See, there's this giant window right here that nobody could ever tell, but it's kind of a waste of space, right? It's a waste of, because I mean, I could build upwards there.
Yeah, but it's always cool though, looking out there.
I know, because it's kind of cool because you can you see,
Yeah, I like that. I'd hate for you to lose that, but
yeah.
You just got to tell your wife that you're moving into the garage too,
Yeah, right. No, you know what's crazy? It's my kids' room. So we have, our house it's technically a 6-bedroom house, but 2 of the bedrooms are, the wall is missing. So there's 2 different. So let me get out of solo mode here.
Yeah.
So
that looks really good.
There's 2 giant rooms upstairs, right? The master bedroom, which ends up being a master bedroom, and then we have like this whole like office living room space kind of in our master. And then my 4-year-old ended up keeping the gigantic room, and it was supposed to be for my 2 little girls, and then my oldest daughter has her own room. So once my oldest daughter went to college, my 7-year-old just moved into that other room. So then my 4-year-old just has this gigantic room, like gigantic. I mean, it's probably like 30 by, I don't know. I mean, it's a double size room. So I've already been eyeballing that room like the last few months. So I'm like, man, that would be perfect. And it has 2 little, like, almost not walk-in closet, like 2 closets in there. I was like, man, I could gut those closets and like I could make those into like display areas.
Keep it down, Andy. Could
No, they're not here. They're at Disneyland.
Oh, that's right. Okay, yeah. No wonder oh yeah, and I'll take that room if I want to as well.
Man, I'd be Porky Pigging it right now if we weren't on this show right now.
Oh no, you know what I mean? You'd be like,
you know what Porky Pigging it is? Yeah. Just a t-shirt on with nothing below.
I understand.
Pig. So yeah, I mean, I would love to just take my daughter, and I will eventually. I will, right?
She ain't gonna have her. She can sleep in whatever. She can sleep on the couch.
No, that could just be it. When my other daughter, moves out, goes to college. But I mean, that's still 10 years away, man. I mean,
yeah,
that's a long time. We'll probably buy another house by then, hopefully. But
yeah,
we'll see, man.
Remember what I said? You move to Texas, you can do 3 times the.
And
still have a lot of money in the bank, and you can buy a lot.
Trust me, man. Like I get like the algorithm. Sorry. Sorry. The algorithm on Facebook or something is like listening to us because what the hell?
Bless you again, dude.
I know. The algorithm's like listening because all I've been getting is advertisements for Texas homes. And
that's weird.
And it's crazy because it's like, I mean, just with the equity that we have on this house, like, we can get like a fucking castle, man. And I show Andy, I'm like, look at this. I mean, look at this house. Like, imagine that. She's like, the only reason you want that is for your Star Wars stuff. And I'm like, well, I mean why else?
That's hilarious. You missed what Steven said earlier. That can you imagine if you would have got caught by Disney doing the wedding thing, like nowadays?
Wait, doing what?
The wedding at Disney. Can you imagine?
They wouldn't. I mean, they would have canceled our passes. We would have been.
It's bad now how they would do things, right?
Yeah.
Remember, I saw that deal. That guy, he's all proposing in front of that thing.
Oh, and yeah.
That guy comes and takes her ring, and she takes the ring and shit.
Yeah. I mean, look, I watched that video. Yeah, and it's pretty messed up. But I could also tell because I go to Disneyland so often, and I think that's Disney World, but still.
They were behind the thing.
Yeah, that part was actually blocked off, and they kind of, I don't know how they got up there. So
he just went and took the ring.
Yeah.
That's like, wow, you know.
I mean, look, if they're willing to ban me for a month, bro.
I know. No kidding.
I mean, you know, they'll take a ring. What's next?
Exactly.
Pushing kids down and like,
I know. Get out of here.
Yeah.
That's funny, man.
I know.
Well, that's cool, man. I guess Tom's going to be, where are you going to put that gaffy stick? Somebody had asked earlier. Do you know what you're going to do with that?
Yeah. So I guess I should have showed you since I already had the camera.
Because you have that cane and stuff too, right?
Right. So here, let me see if I can show you guys. So again, because I have this gigantic window right here, see how the cane is right there, and I have the metal yaw oven right there. I'm thinking of putting the gaffy stick up there.
Gotcha.
Across there. Right.
Did you know I almost commissioned Tuscan from Tom about 2 years ago?
That guy. That one I won't sell. That's the quarter scale.
Yeah, that one I love. I love that one.
That's the premium format quarter scale. I wouldn't sell that one.
I've always wanted.
And I have a bunch. Yeah, I have like this whole section. But
I don't know if anybody that's into the 6 scale. No, I've got coming next week, middle of next week. I'll show y'all on the show next Saturday. I was talking to Matt about it earlier. Is I forget that trooper, the ARC trooper. Or what is the black one where Luke Skywalker and Mandalorian is crushing them and stuff?
Yeah.
They look like black hole troopers and shit, you know.
Yeah, what are they called?
ARC trooper or anyway, I can't remember, but Death Troopers. I don't know. But anyway, I've got mine coming from Sideshow Hot Toys, I guess it is, but it'll be here.
I get banned for a month. No, we got banned for a month for not showing up to our reservations.
Yeah. So, man, I'm real excited to see that.
Dark Troopers, yeah.
Dark Trooper, yeah.
There you go.
Thank you.
No, Pete, not Death Troopers. Come on. You don't even like Rogue One.
Yeah, that's funny. That's hilarious.
I should consider custom mod cases. Yeah, the only problem with mod cases, and I know because I think you have some, right? The Star Wars book. I think the only thing about those cases is that, again, they tend to, because they are so big and so wide. What I've seen a lot of people, they stagger stuff and they, to fit more stuff. And again, that's just not. That's not what I was trying with the collection. I'm trying to really keep everything separate, right? If I could have everything in just like, acrylic cases, like individual acrylic cases, I would. But obviously that takes a lot of space. But I like to keep each piece kind of individually separate, completely. completely separate. But mod cases I think would be an interesting choice for studio scale stuff. I think that might be something that I would consider. But
so hey, you got a I saw it briefly that you had the figure. It was a Ralph McQuarrie 3PO figure.
oh yeah.
Can I see it? Did you open it at all, or did you leave it in the
It's
case?
not Ralph McQuarrie. It's from Metropolis.
Oh, what
But
is that?
it just looks like the old.
But what is Metropolis?
It's the old movie from Fritz. It's one of the original sci-fi movies. It's like a black and white silent movie.
Dude, I never knew that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's a class. It's
So
like
it's a custom. So it's a custom that somebody made.
yeah.
Man, that's really cool.
Metropolis.
I think I remember seeing that. I don't know if you remember. I think I told Steven about it, but there was this guy and he was making the 3/3/4 Star Wars figure, the McQuarrie figures, and they were beautiful. And I tried to get him, and he's like, "Nope, you got to go order it when they go on sale." And he wouldn't help me out. I told him I'm not techie, and dude, anyway,
no,
never. But man, it does good work though. I would love to have one of those little 3 3/4. Was a really cool little figure, that McQuarrie one.
Yeah.
Do you remember me telling you about that?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I love that thing. I love it.
Yeah, there's a company. This company, I think it's called Super 7, and they do all the kind of these little custom little toys like that. Every once in a while, they'll put out some cool little Star Wars tribute.
It definitely looks like there was some inspiration with 3PO in that one, because that was first, obviously. You know?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Hey, did you see? Did I send you the picture of the new the little droids I've been getting from Jason?
Yeah.
He's finishing up on the latest one. I think he's just got done weathering it, but it's really intricate, all the little pieces. So this will be like droid number 9.
I never realized there's that many out there that the Jawas are trying to sell. Until I saw your.
Yeah. Isn't that awesome?
Yeah. Just crazy how intricate all these little.
Yeah, the base is real similar to some of the other bases that he did.
Yeah.
I guess that's how they were, you know. Yeah. But all those little pieces, man, it's the details that he's got real little wires and stuff. It's just crazy cool. One-offs, you know?
Yeah.
I love that stuff. I really enjoy those little droids.
Yeah,
I mean, I need to.
I like how you're putting them in the little bases.
You know? Yeah, that's my favorite thing is doing the dioramas and.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I don't know if I showed you this. Now that my camera has been, because it's very finicky with the thing. But did I show you that display that I did? Like a little.
Oh yeah, that looks fantastic.
I put all of the.
Yeah, I love that.
Just put them all.
And you put the plaque in the middle.
Yeah,
where you can read it, where it's readable. You did such a good job on that 3PO right there.
Thanks, man.
I mean, that's crazy how you did it. Yeah, I love it.
I mean, it was help with, obviously, David's really good with paints and colors. Yeah. He's the one who suggested that ochre, I think it's called ochre yellow. Yeah. I mean, with the paint, obviously, I use the same strategy that I use for the R2. So I kind of already had my method to make the white look kind of, I don't know how to explain it, but like dull, but yet shiny, like to make it look like real, right? Like it's almost like metallic. So I already had my way to do that. And then the weathering, I feel I'm pretty good at the weathering aspect.
Yeah, that's another thing that I love. I don't know if David's still watching the show, but I'd really like to have him help me.
Then David's the one who recommended that ochre yellow to kind of get in there, and it did. It made a huge difference. So.
I don't know what happened with that guy Phil. I don't want to bash him, but holy shit, man, he's really put him out there, and man. got him a lot of business, and man, he's really, I don't know
Oh,
what's.
Robinson.
Yep. Yeah, I don't know what's happened, but
yeah, I've seen some out there that I'm like, whoa.
Oh man, it's hard to believe.
Yeah,
Pete's had his forever and looks way better than the one that I've got.
Yeah, some of these newer ones, I was just like, whoa, what the hell? I didn't know Yoda was highlighter green.
Oh man, it's crazy.
Like the 1990s version of Yoda.
Yeah, I mean, especially when you saw Geno's.
Yeah,
that's a good way to see it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you know what's crazy is like when it comes to paint colors. I know David knows this, but when you see this in person, or you see certain things in person, like that probe droid, the studio probe droid that I have, the way it looks on film and the way you see the actual colors, like the monster, the trash monster. When you see the real one, it's more red, not green looking, you know, in person. So, and I think that's what Phil was trying to tell me, that, oh no, but when under the right light, and I don't know if he was just selling me on it, but I know that Joseph, he was going to send Joseph a new head.
He did.
I don't even know. Yeah. Did he get it?
Yeah, he got it. I don't want to show a picture of it because I have a picture of it. But yeah,
is he happy? He didn't even tell me.
Oh yeah. I mean, happier, right? I mean,
okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Maybe that's something to talk about after the show. Joseph never told me about that, but there's been a lot of stuff going on. So
look, I want to show you. So the Star Wars bloke, he's watching right now and he's commented a couple times. He has a really cool display, and I want to let me show you.
I'm real excited about your Elstree pieces.
Yeah, me too. They like I said, they come on Monday, so by next week I'll have them.
Man, that was quick.
That's what I'm saying. Like he literally shipped them off like middle of last week, and I was like, and Joseph was like, yeah, it's gonna be like 2 days. I was like, wait, what? From England, it's gonna be 2 days. So the Star Wars books that, the hollow chest. So I struggled with those, right? I struggled to display those because
that looks great. What you're going to show me? What you're getting ready to show?
Yeah. So I struggled to really display those, right? Because you're either going to need a big kind of square footage area to kind of like stack them, or I needed to like line them up, or so I ended up going obviously vertical and putting them up there just purely to save space, right? Eventually I want to do something a little bit different. But the Star Wars bloke is the one who kind of inspired me to like set them up, because I was like, man, yeah, this is such a kind of historic like piece, right? And it's rare, right? It's super limited. I was like, I want to at least give it some respect, because they were just like literally here, just kind of scattered all over.
Yeah.
So, like, I need to have it somewhere at least to make it look nice. So that's why I ended up going that route. Yeah. But
it looks really good.
And I did it because I saw the Star Wars blokes display on them. And look how he tiered them up.
It's fantastic.
And I think this is beautiful. I love the way he kind of went the tier system like that. Mm-hmm. And again, this is exactly how I kind of envisioned it at first, because I have that body slam set as well. And I was not going to display the standard ones. I was going to display it with the body slam set, but I couldn't visualize how, right? I was just like, I don't know, like, because then they'd be all flat. I would have to put the bigger ones in the back and the smaller ones. But then I saw this picture. And again, Michael, we always talk about, inspiring, collectors and stuff like that. When I saw this, it inspired me. And I was like,
for sure.
Holy shit, this is beautiful. I love it. Like that is awesome. That's a great way to display it. But just looking at it and knowing the dimensions. So for example, just knowing the dimensions of the body slam set, I wanted to display them with the little round bases, right?
Yeah. Do you have the body slam one?
I have the body slam one, yeah. So I have the full set plus the body slam. So, but this is how I wanted to display them. I just couldn't visualize it until I saw his display, and I was like, "That's beautiful. I love that display."
The body slam sold out a long time ago, right?
It might have. You might still be able to find it on some secondary website, like some authorized retailers. Yeah. I might sell mine, just kind of depending on,
your set or the body slam.
The body slam. I think the set I'm I just, yeah, I'm gonna keep that. But the body slam I might sell just because I have the standard ones, now.
Yeah.
So again, I'm on this whole, making room trip. But anyways, what I was talking about is that, a lot of people are like, they talk about, you and I, like, oh, always inspiring them and all that stuff. But again, we get inspired from others as well, right? It just seems like, remember how you got inspired with the blue background? Remember who did you see that had the blue background that you're like, the blue backdrop for your models? Remember? Was it Kurt? Yeah, and you're like, I love that. I love the blue,
Yeah. But and another Robin, the way he did his room that we did 3 weeks ago, that's badass, But I'm going to tell you, and everybody, I think everybody that watches our show wants to have this type of display on their, in their collection. They want it because the display is everything, I mean, everybody has the pieces, but it's almost now a competition who can display the shit the best. You know what I mean?
I mean, and that's the thing. Like, you always think about that, right? Because, like, look, there's in this world, like in this whole collecting world, right? There's always going to be someone with something that you don't have, or something that's
for sure,
super rare, super limited, you can't get your hands on, and all that. That's you're never going to have, like, you're going to have your best version of what you want, right? But people are always going to want different things.
Yeah.
But I've seen some collectors out there that have, like, amazing pieces, and they're just displayed horribly, and it just takes away from it. It 100% just makes it look like a junkyard sometimes.
Well,
so
just think about when you started doing yours. I mean, there's hundreds and hundreds of people you inspired to do that background. What you did in there. Because you made it doable, because most people, that's all the room they have. Realistically, is a room. So,
but that's why I love what we do here. Just the inspiration and kind of showing other people's setups and collections, even if it's something small, right? Like that, like like Luke's, just the Star Wars bloke. Just like that picture. That picture really inspired me, and I was just like, man, like, I got to do something now with them, So it's cool. It's really cool to have that,
That's really cool.
I'm taking While Matt's watching The Last Jedi in the background, don't forget.
Exactly.
Very important part, Matt.
That's funny.
But
he started it. Yeah, he went from Colorado to Florida. It's a big move.
Yeah.
Big move.
So yeah, man. So like I said, I think we're in a position, especially with my family too, because you remember I told you that, I started this virtual law firm, and it's, we're helping, like, creators and content creators, in fact, with a lot of their legal issues, and so that's going really well. And the greatest part about that is that I don't need to go to court for that, right? Before, I used to have to be in court every day, doing that. For this new kind of venture, I don't. Everything's virtual. Everything's kind of, at home. So I could technically work from anywhere, right? So, I mean, if it came down to it, and, we needed to move to a big, gigantic house in a different state, I mean,
it has unbelievable puffy tacos.
Yeah.
That's the first thing we're going to do when you come down. I'm going to take you for some good puffy tacos.
All right.
Yeah.
I know, man.
Yeah, my mom has been taking me to that place since I was 4 or 5 years old. It's called Tica Molinos, and you'll love it, Gabe.
No. Yeah. Matt said, did you see that? A book
yeah.
So, but yeah, man, it's always a struggle, right? When you're trying to figure this out. I'm sure for you, right? Like, I mean, we talked about this, how you feel like, you get frustrated because it's like you just want to have it all set up. You just want to have it all like displayed, all beautiful. Joseph, I mean, we talked to Joseph about that too. Like,
yeah, it's crazy.
it's
That's
just
what
like,
I'm mad
just
about.
keeps growing and growing and growing and growing. But the display part, he's so behind on that I'm sure it's frustrating for him too, right? Like having everything.
I was just talking about that to Matt. Like, man, I don't know if Joseph's ever going to get that done.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, trust me, I know it's there's a lot to it for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I've had the Star Destroyer sitting in the shop,
Yeah.
you know, for it's been almost a year now. I don't know exactly, but you know, this stuff is, oh hell no.
Well,
My cat's on my car. I gotta get one.
oh no.
My new one. Hank, can y'all give me 1 second? Be right back.
Yep. Sorry, that was mine. I thought I was putting my phone on silent, but ended up pinging it. Yeah, this is what I hear. Whataburger. I don't know, man. You know, I hear a lot about that, but I don't know. In and out. I don't know if I'm going to be able to be convinced.
All right, guys. Sorry about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have room in my shop. You know, I got to get, you know, I got a huge ass Wampa in here, and I've got, you know, these big models, you know, and it's hard. I can't get my cars in.
Yeah.
Shit. So.
I sold all Star Wars Hot Toys. So that mean anything? Yeah. Yeah. That's what I mean. Like, you know, I really want to go back to just kind of what I was collecting. You know, it's prop replicas. That's my thing. That's what I wanted to collect. And, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's got like an allergy attack all of a sudden.
Yeah.
So yeah. So if anybody's interested in the premium format Emperor with the throne and the 2 royal guards, hit me up. Let me know. I also have the premium format R2 and C3PO. Remember the one with the sand base? But I think Matt said he might be interested in that. So get rid of that. Yeah. The probe droid, I'm still on the edge because I have the 1/6 scale. Is it Hot Toys or Sideshow? It might be Sideshow, right? This probe droid.
Yeah, I think it's Sideshow.
Yeah, it's
Sideshow.
So I'm still on the fence about this one, just because it's really cool. I mean, like,
and Eaton did it.
It makes sounds just like, you know.
Well, Eaton had his hand in on it,
right? So I might keep this one around. I like the fact that everything's like articulated too.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember when I went and got batteries for it, I was asking you where the damn buttons are. I couldn't even remember how to use that thing. But I love that piece. It's a good looking little piece.
Yeah.
I've got 4 probe droids. I've got a life size one. I've got, you know, so this NYC one, I don't know yet what to do. Mike sent me a TIE fighter for the restaurant, which I'm excited for. It'll be cool to have to put up there. So,
Armando's asking, what car did you get?
It's a white one. Yeah. So, and matching my other white one. I'll send you a picture of it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So.
Did it say? Did Sideshow ever make a half scale R2 to pair with the 3PO? I don't know. Have you seen a legendary scale, like the half scale R2? I know that there's a 3PO, because I know the Star Wars book actually I think has it.
Okay, what's the question? Did make a half? Yes.
Did they make a half scale R2?
Yep, legendary scale R2. Yep, they sure did. It was hard.
You got a white smart car?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what Michael got. He got it.
You want me to show him the car or no?
Yeah, sure.
I'm going to show y'all. Yeah. Yeah, I got a cracked windshield in it too, so I'm not real happy about it coming back. So I don't know if y'all can see it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah,
beautiful.
you can't see it.
Yeah, your internet.
Thank you, man. Yeah, I love it. Okay, yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Thank you. It's a mess. But yeah, I've got this big carport, but I can't keep my vehicles inside. Sucks.
Yeah.
But there's a lot I want to get done in here, but just little by little things.
Does the car have a little horse? I think they both have little horses on it. Now that I think about it, no, doesn't the Porsche also have a little horse on the
No, it's it kind of does. Yeah.
does, right? Doesn't it?
Yeah, that's funny. I never even thought about that.
Yeah. Oh, you Texans and your wild animals.
That's funny. If anybody wants a Ferrari, let me know.
Yeah, I'm selling my sideshow, premium format stuff. But if you want a Ferrari, that's
I'm all trying to sell on collectibles. You never know, right?
hit me up.
That's funny.
Oh man. But yeah, man. No,
well, you know what? I think I'm gonna see if I can take little Haley on a daddy-daughter date tomorrow and see at the IMAX. See, that would be cool.
But just don't be like the family that was next to me today or yesterday, Michael.
Oh, yeah.
I told you that was the worst. So there's lady with two little kids, right? Like two little boys. And keep in mind, I brought my little kids there, and they're probably about the same ages as my daughters. And my daughters they're really good. They're they sit there and they're good at watching movies. So they had like a 3-year-old, maybe like a 6-year-old, 7-year-old. The 3-year-old was just going crazy. But the mom was the one that was bugging the crap out of me, not the kids. Like the kids, I would have been okay with them running around because, I get it. They're kids. But the mom was narrating the whole freaking movie to the 7-year-old, like the whole time. Like she was like, and that's Darth Vader. And it's obviously Darth Vader. Like he came out and like, that's Darth Vader. And right there, they died right there. They died. And then in the other movies, and then she's like narrating the whole thing, telling them everything about Star Wars. And I'm like, I get it. I appreciate you teaching these kids about Star Wars, but not during the damn movie. Like,
were you by yourself?
No, I brought the whole family. I had my 3 daughters and my wife.
Did you yell out? Now this is why I don't take y'all to the movies.
Right? I mean, it was just like and the worst part was I was sitting on the edge, so they were right next to me.
Oh.
I was. At one point, I was just gonna be like, "What the fuck, man?" Like,
did you do that? Like,
I did that a couple times, but she didn't look at me. So,
or how about
like, boy, I didn't. How do I turn off the subtitles here?
That's funny.
Yeah,
that's funny.
Yeah, Ben and Robin are going to be watching it in their uniforms tomorrow. That's really cool.
Yeah.
There's a guy.
I went to a Barbie. There's one of the Barbie. What's that?
That's one thing I don't get. Like, why do people go to the movies to talk and be loud? Like, that's one of my pet peeves. Like, I mean, honestly, even like girls I used to date, like before I met my wife, we'd go to the movies and they all knew, like, I'm like, when I go to the movies, like, I want to be like in the movie. I want to be like paying attention. And that's why certain movies that have like something cheap, like The Last Jedi, I think that's a perfect example. I go to the movies to be like really engulfed in the experience, right? In the movie. And if something takes me out of that experience, I get upset. Like, I'm like, oh, what the fuck, man? Like, you know what I mean? And The Last Jedi was like that, right? Every time like a little joke or something, it like snapped me out of the movie. And I'm like, wait, what was that? What?
Yes.
And it's like the equivalent of someone just talking right next to me, like loudly, So.
Jeez. Man, so I got my cat is jumping up in the car.
Oh boy, I don't even know how to do
Now
a passive aggressive one.
Did you see her?
Yeah, I saw her.
She was in the cave. Speaking of the cave, this thing is just sitting. I need to do so much with this thing, and I haven't.
Yeah.
There's so much to do, and all this heart and soul went into this thing, and I just haven't had time to finish it.
Yeah.
There's like spider webs growing in it. I even considered. Well, never mind. But I don't know. I don't know what to do. I've got too many things. I just gotta, I've got droids that I built that I gotta fix.
Mm-hmm.
Remember my smelter droid? He's in a million pieces.
Yeah, you still got it.
Yeah. That damn cat, man, is getting up on Luke and the Wampa.
Yeah, man.
Get.
We got a little new dog that's like, it's like, again, it's a puppy, so it's going around, and every time it just sneaks its way into the Star Wars room, it wants to start biting everything. But then I have stuff on the ground, so like now it's like he knows. Like as soon as I open this door, he like starts running, and I'm like, yeah, no, hey, get out of here.
Do you like cats, or are you not a cat guy?
Let
me ask you, cat or dog? I'm just kidding. No, but
you know what's funny? I grew up with cats. Like I grew up, like my grandma had a bunch of cats, and I grew up with cats. So I thought I was a cat person, and then when I first moved out, like out of my parents' house, I did get a cat after that with my girlfriend at the time. So we got a little cat, but I don't think I would get one now. Like I don't think I don't want to say I'm a dog person either.
Yeah.
I love we've had one dog that, she was 15 years old. And then she passed away. So then we got this little one, but I wouldn't say like I'm a dog person either. So
yeah,
I don't know. I'd get a raccoon. I like raccoon.
Speaking of raccoon, do you know what I was going to ask you next? You know what a Maine Coon is?
No.
We're getting one next week. We've been waiting.
Oh, the cat. Yeah. Yes. The ones with the little pointy, like,
yes.
coming out of the ears. Yeah.
Yeah. If you guys haven't heard of a Maine Coon, you got to look them up. They get like the size of a bobcat big. They're huge. And we've got a litter we've been waiting for. But she's ready to go. He is going to be ready to get away from his mama next week. So
Lee brought home that little cat.
Yeah.
Every time
I know.
Every time I'm talking to him, it's like Lee has Tourette's or something, where he's just like, we're like talking like a normal conversation. He's like, hey, get the like, what's going on? Like,
Yeah.
out of nowhere. Or like he'll just like literally just get up and be like, hey, no, God.
Yeah.
Damn, Lee.
That's so funny, man. Yeah, Lee needed that cat though. I could never see him that way, but when he got it, I'm glad he has that cat. I know he's got a special love for him.
Yeah. Remember when he first got it? He was all like, "Oh, little Ken." He would like have it like on his shoulder, like petting.
Yeah, it's tearing up his. He said it messed up his $3,000 couch.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, he said it's going in for a declaw. Actually, I'm like, I can't declaw the cat, but I guess you're gonna have to.
Yeah,
dude.
Yeah, that's he keeps on clawing his feet in the middle of the night.
Right. Yeah,
no, this little puppy, because I play with him, and sometimes I play with him, a little rough. Like I push him around. I'm like, come on, go. And I like, he rolls over and stuff. But like I run around sometimes and he's chasing me, right? So that I kind of like, I push him with my foot and I run. So now he thinks that's playing. So with my daughters, he goes and he starts biting their ankles and they're like, oh, stop. And my little one just like is terrified because she gets creeped out. She's like, no, don't bite me. But he doesn't, he's a little tiny pup. He's literally like, watch, if I show you, I'm sure he'll come, but he can't. Marty, come here, Marty.
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 Where did that name come? Where was that inspired from?
Right? Marty, come here. Marty. All right, probably. Oh, here he comes.
Is it the same kind of a dog, that one that y'all just recently lost?
Same type of dog, a little bit different. Like same breed, different type. So
Yeah.
the other one was just a pure like little like Yorkie, like a little mini Yorkie. This one's called a party Yorkie. So he's like, yeah, but he looks like a little cat. Like he's so small. He's like a little.
He does.
Little kitty cat. But he's a party Yorkie. So his face will look exactly like a normal Yorkie, but his body will stay kind of black and white like this. So,
yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, I mean he's a little cutie, but
I bet the family loves him, the kiddos.
Oh, 100%. I mean, he looks like a little teddy bear. Like,
oh, look at him.
I know.
He's cutie.
Oh, he's looking around. He's like, what can I bite next?
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, they do. At least he's got little teeny, teeth.
Sorry, Marty.
My dog, my Charlie, the big white, like looks like a wampa.
Yeah.
He thinks he's a lap dog. He always, I'll tell you, through this last week after my mom, I mean, it's amazing. I'm not kidding, Gabe, that how these animals feel your grief. It's amazing. It's almost like I heard somebody say the other day that dogs are angels here to, I don't know, to keep an eye on us. I don't know, but it's just weird that, when I was, whatever I did, if I'm crying or I wasn't crying, just whatever, that Charlie would come up and he would like put his hand under, and just try to comfort me, and it's really cool.
Awesome. Yeah. So,
golly, time's gone by. It's already 2 hours.
It's already the 2-hour mark.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But yeah, man, you should definitely take Haley. I had tickets for Rogue One today, but then I was like, the family ended up leaving me. My oldest daughter was like, I'll still go with you, Dad. And I was like, well, I mean, we already watched it once, yesterday.
Yeah.
Like,
well, you wanted to go actually see it again. It was that good of an experience, huh?
Well, no, because I had originally bought tickets for today.
Oh, okay.
My wife just happened to look, and there were still tickets available for that.
And you wanted to go then because they were going to go today.
Could go.
It worked out.
Yeah, we're a big movie theater family. Like we all love going to the movies. Like what they might ban me from the theater.
Oh, that's funny.
I know by canceling my tickets. I know, right? I know.
Yeah, agree, Matt. Yeah, that's for sure.
Especially that movie, man. I cannot. I mean, emphasize how freaking awesome that movie is. It's just beautifully shot. It keeps you on the edge of your seat. Yeah. The comedy like K2SO.
Yeah,
it's the funniest Star Wars like.
Don't ever interrupt me again. That was hilarious, right?
Yeah, and he's like sarcastic, really rude, and that's hilarious. You don't need to be.
He's a cooler sarcastic than 3PO.
Yeah, you don't need to be squeezing fucking green milk out of a space cow's titty to be funny. Like you could be funny in different ways. I'm just saying. Like,
enough said, dude.
Right?
Yeah. Not in Star Wars world. You got that right.
You don't have to tell a yo mama joke at the beginning.
I know. Yeah, that's what's so cool. That Lee's got that K2SO.
Yeah. After watching it last night, I was like, man, like, I mean, I don't think I'd be able to fit it anywhere here, but I was like, that's a great piece right there.
Yeah. I've always wanted that, but I just, it comes back to, I'm on restriction for quite a while. Yeah. I went to the doll show with Denise today and
how'd that go?
It was good. She just does her little thing, and just getting out of the house, but, even people in that community was really warm with me today. But so real quick, I'll tell you guys, but so I bought these number 1 Barbies for Denise and they weren't cheap, but I was warned by somebody else about this particular person that, when she had a number 1 before and sold it to her at a certain price, and like a couple months later or even less than that, she called and said that she would like to buy it back. And she says, well, I'm not selling it
Yeah.
back, So she was like, well, you said that you would sell it back to me. And she's like, no, I didn't. But anyway, she warned me about this girl, this lady. Well, ever since I went and bought those 2 Barbies, that lady's been like kind of hounding on Denise.
To sell them
She
back.
wants them back. Yeah. And it's like, whoa, like bullying kind of, you know what I mean? And today at the show, the lady was looking. So all the girls love Denise. They're like us, our little group. And they're like, we're not going to let her do that, but Denise got a little emotional because she doesn't like confrontation and stuff like that, because they said that she was looking for her, and she doesn't want to have to deal with saying, look, I'm not selling you my shit back. It's mine. You asked this price, I paid for it. And it was a lot. It wasn't cheap.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's like, you said that you would sell it. But I heard her on the speaker the last time. She was like, yeah, and if you could, when you do decide to sell them, that you will sell them back to me for what I paid, you paid me for them. Screw that shit. They've doubled in price. Since then. I mean, one Barbie is going for 16 to 18 grand. You know what I mean? So it's like, no.
Yeah.
So, but anyways, it's just kind of, that happened today, and Denise was a little like
that. You know what's funny is that it goes to show that like every single like collecting community has its own troubles, right? And
it's weird. But this lady's like lost her mind or something, dude.
Yeah.
But I won't tolerate it. I'm like, babe, you're fine. I want you to have fun with your friends. I'm right here. If she comes up, I'll take care of it. But she just doesn't, because she knows I will. And she doesn't want to deal with any of that. And I don't blame her.
Yeah.
Oh, and you know what was really cool? So we're in San Antonio, and somebody came out of Houston and noticed Denise right away for her little videos. She's only done 3 videos. She goes, hey, I love your video. When are you going to do other ones? And I'm like, babe, you should have told her that since she's from Houston yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
To come out to the gallery. You should have invited her out to the gallery,
Yeah.
So she could see her room. So
yeah.
I think we might shoot a video tomorrow, but
good. Yeah, it's impressive, man. I mean,
she loves it, dude. She's messing around in there right now. I know it.
Yeah.
She got some strawberry shortcake stuff.
Yeah.
She loves those strawberry, where they still have the smell on them and stuff.
Well, didn't I tell you that I was talking to a judge, and he, I was telling him about, the Star Wars fan. We have a show where, we talk about collectibles. He's like, oh, that's my wife collects strawberry shortcake stuff. So she has a huge collection of strawberry shortcakes.
There you go. Yeah, so Denise just got the big house today and has no place to put it. So she's got all the little things, but she just got that big house today from her friend, and now I know she's dilemma is where to put it, So
always. I didn't know Denise. She just did. Yeah, Michael. Yeah, you guys started a YouTube.
Yeah.
What's it called?
It's the Barbie Fan Gallery.
Barbie Fan Gallery. There you go.
Yeah, she's only done 3 of them, but they're good. We'd do more if I could edit and do all that stuff, but she's just low key anyway.
Yeah.
So
could do it. You can figure it out on your phone with iMovie. Probably
I need to. It's ridiculous.
It's really easy on the phone too.
Is it really?
Yeah. Honestly, like a lot of my edits recently, like even the cover edits, I've been doing them on my phone, just because it's actually easier than Photoshop. Like some of the software now that's out there, you just like boom, boom, just go through the steps and it does it all quick.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Even for video editing. So that's what I was doing, like at Comic-Con and stuff. So instead of having everything kind of ready, filmed, and then having to go home and edit, I would just edit it really quick on my phone. I would just you have to just be very like just be on purpose when you're filming stuff. Don't just film stuff, like just know what that shot's gonna look like, and kind of the,
because I'm good at that part. I'm good at.
Yeah.
It's
so as long as each clip is like what you want, then all you do is just open like iMovie on your iPhone, and you literally just go it, and it asks you to select all the clips, push next, and it just creates the movie for you.
That's cool.
Put it all together. It'll put all the like transitions and all that, and all you need to do is just either do a voiceover or do the intro, whatever you're gonna do, and boom, it's done.
Huh.
Yeah.
I need to look into that. Yeah, and who was it? Brian asked. I'm sure you guys covered it. Yeah, you can just go back to the beginning and watch. Brian, we did cover that a little bit, and also we were talking about video right now. I'm gonna hopefully in the next week and a half. I haven't posted a video on my Star Killer channel in a long time, but that will be the next video coming up, and it's going to be a pretty good one. So we just showed a real brief of Jim that did this, and I did a good thing on what inspired him to build this and what went into building it, and then I'll show you guys some close-ups.
Yeah.
My favorite. I don't know if I can show it right now. If it'll pull up, but check this out. This is really cool. Before we go. So I don't know if it'll help to maybe turn the lights off. I'll try. But look at this. This is cool. So I just turn the lights.
Johnny says, Mike, to this day, I've yet to meet a couple that collects things, and when you showed me Denise's collection, you're genuinely happy. I really like that, bro.
Oh, thank you for that. Yeah, we hear that a lot. We do enjoy collecting together. It's fun.
Yeah.
So I don't know if this will pick up on the screen.
With Steven too. Steven with Ravenwood Collectibles. I really like that. Like
they got the great. I love their relationship.
Yeah.
So look, I don't know if you guys will be able to see this.
Yeah, I'm gonna open it. The little windows.
Yeah, can you see? Hang on, which one?
Oh, is that the one with Luke? Oh yeah, there's Luke and Leia. And
can you see him?
What is that? Is that an LCD or is it like a little?
No, it looks like it, right?
What is it?
It's he printed that and he did like a 3D God, I can't. Yeah, you guys will see in the deal, but I don't know if you can see in some of these windows. It's crazy, dude. Because some of them have generators in there. There's a lot of them.
Crazy.
And especially in the front. I don't know if y'all can see. This is what I like. Check this out. This is cool.
And it's crazy because they're not just lights. There's something in all of those, right?
Look, you can clearly see that's a tank right there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But yeah, I like I said, can you see this, Gabe, inside there?
Kind of go down. There you go. It's a little bright, but no.
Yeah, there's little TV monitors and shit in there, dude. It's crazy. But it's cool seeing
Let me see. Put your hand next to one of those, the thrusters, so it's, yeah. Geez, that's huge.
Yeah, it's a big piece. Yeah, it's cool, man.
So what is that thing that's sticking out of the side, Michael? Is that because that's how it used to be held? The little rod coming out of the
right here?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, so yeah, that's what I was saying. That's it's a wood dowel right here.
Mm-hmm.
And I can pull it out. And what we're gonna do is when this thing is permanently connected to the wall, it'll come out of the wall on that side, and it'll also come out and go right there. So then we won't have to use a tripod.
Oh, guys, that makes sense. Jeez.
Yeah. Yeah, I love just sitting in here and staring at that thing all day long. You know what I mean? Throw Star Wars music on, and it's it. So y'all missed the cat. He's been sitting right there by Luke's head. Poor Luke. Anywho, well, guys, it's been a great Saturday, Gabe.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah, man.
Great hanging out with you as always, Michael.
Yeah, man. And I'll tell you what, it's you guys really helped me out tonight, and Pete sent a thing saying, man, you look like you're having fun. And I am, you guys are all my family, it's awesome. So I really had a good time.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I appreciate it. Obviously, it's always great every Saturday, man, hanging out. And
yeah.
have some laughs and
yeah.
talk about all this.
Yeah, just listening to you talk. You're the best Mickey, man. You are the new improved Mickey. So
That's
you
right.
get me going, man. That was just hilarious. That's what this show's
That's
about, man.
right.
For
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. I didn't show the video, but we got the Falcon. We got the Falcon kickstarted today.
Oh, I know, right? Exactly. Well, yeah. So next weekend, let's show your Elstree pieces on the show. Maybe we'll talk to John about when he can come on. I know since I first met John, he's been wanting to come on. We just, it's a matter of getting everybody together.
Yeah, absolutely. And if we can get, if everything's ready, I'll talk to Joseph because I know Joseph had some information too. Because he's been in contact with John as well.
Cool.
Maybe we might, if we get all the information, everything ready to go, maybe we could do that show next week too.
Yeah.
Talk about the Elstree.
Yeah, he's a super classy guy. He reached out. He's a good dude.
Cool.
Good dude.
Well, all right, guys. Well, everyone have a great night. Always fun hanging out with everybody. And we'll see each other next week.
Yeah, I look forward to it. But what's everybody? Yeah, night, everybody. Yeah. Thanks for y'all Saturday, like always, man. I can't wait to see you guys again.
Yep. All right, guys. You guys have a great night.
Good night, Gabe.